Good morning, Turtle Club. It is just a little bit before 8 o'clock, and I am excited about what we're about to start on here as far as a new adventure on this channel. You may notice it's a bright old blue screen because we are going way back to the old RCA cable days, because what we're doing today is we're going to be playing some Pokemon Emerald by way of the GameCube and the Game Boy Player. As we always do on this channel, we use original hardware wherever possible. Now, clearly streaming on a Game Boy is really hard for another Game Boy Advance game because you got to do all sorts of horrible things to the hardware. Hey, so this is Pokemon Blue. Hey, Dio. Not quite, but here we go. We're about to power this bad boy up. And get that GameCube logo there with that wonderful traditional sound. The Game Boy. And the goal with this, guys, is we're going to be playing from Littleroot all the way through the Elite Four on Pocket Monster Mondays. And the Hall of Fame team, once we take down the Elite Four, once we are finished with the post-game credits, 6 lucky Turtle Club members are actually going to be able to, we're going to draw names, and in the order that they're drawn, they'll be able to choose the team members on the Elite Four that we get in the Hall of Fame. So if I go in there with, for some weird reason, a Rattata, there'll be a Rattata. I actually don't even know if Rattata's available in Pokemon Emerald. I do know Groudon and Kyogre are available, and Rayquaza, the Emerald Dragon himself. So if we wind up walking into the Elite Four with Rayquaza, Kyogre, well, we can't get Kyogre, we can't get Groudon. But if we walk in with Rayquaza, someone is going to be lucky and get a Rayquaza out of this. And what we'll be doing is trading from Pokemon Emerald. Good morning, Sally. We'll be trading from Pokemon Emerald over to Pokemon Heart Gold. And from Pokemon Heart Gold, we'll be using the Pal Park. Not a challenge run deal, just a regular run. We're not going to be doing something like Nuzlocke. I have done Nuzlocke personal runs in the past, but it usually winds up having lots of really weird grinding and some other stuff involved, and that's just not really exciting. So I'll be doing this with basically just a regular old Pokemon run. So people can see how things have evolved from here to Sword and Shield and Isle of Armor. And yes, that is a Lotad. And so, but at the end, though, we'll be trading from this game to Pokemon Heart Gold, from Heart Gold to Pokemon Black. From Pokemon Black, we'll use the Poke Transporter to get into Pokemon Bank. And then from Pokemon Bank, we'll put it over in XY. And then after we put it in XY, we're going to go put it over into Pokemon Sun. And then from Pokemon Sun, it'll either go into Pokemon Sword to trade through Sword, or it'll go into Pokemon Home to trade through Home, because not every Pokemon in Emerald is available in Pokemon Sword Shield. But that is the goal. We'll be doing that for all 6 of those. And if I can get the other games perfectly set up at the actual Hall of Fame entries, can't wait to not have any HM Mules. Oh my goodness, HM Mules. Oh my, you know, I'm gonna do my best. It's not exactly complicated, but it is not the easiest thing. I want to say we have to go with M Synchro. And actually, nope. This game was like those way old generations where we just go with Synchro. But that's okay. Bam. And start to start. Oh, it actually helps if we remember the H. Not P. O. Synchro. There we go. Bam. Bam. But yeah, it's not all that complicated. I've actually taken a couple test runs from Fire Red and Leaf Green, and I've moved a couple of Mewtwo's all the way over to um, Pokemon Bank, and so it's really easy from that point onwards. And it has been probably a decade and a half Turtle Club before since I've last played this game, and so it's definitely going to take a little bit. Now, one thing I do remember though with this Elgato is that we do need to slightly adjust the brightness on the Elgato so the screen doesn't look super washed out. Alright, now when I first played this generation, I was playing Pokemon Sapphire, and I thought that little intro there with the truck was so amazing. Like, it was mind-blowing. Now, keep in mind, this is back when I was like 19. Actually, I think I was 19 when this game came out first. And I had played Top Tier Parenting. To let you ride in the back of the moving truck, yeah, that's some scary parenting right there, Dio, is what that is. Isn't it nice in here too? Well, yes. The movers Pokemon do all the work of moving us in. You know, but what she's not telling us though is a new clock to make our move up. Well, the battery's bad on this pack because it's old. This battery pack on this is the original battery pack. This is my actual original copy from the year like 2000 for Pokemon Emerald. 2001 actually. Yeah, this is from 2001 if I remember right. So new clock, so the clock is stopped, better set it and start it. Well, we can set it, but it ain't gonna do us any good because the battery's dead on it. But I think because the battery's dead, we can actually set the clock and change time maybe. Nope, it's just going to be forever 8 a.m. On the bright side, that doesn't do a whole lot for this game. There's a cave that has a tide system. Get our first potion, because there's always a potion in the computer in games that actually have a real computer. What's funny is the leader of the Petalburg gym is Norman, and he's a normal type user. And the Pokemon that were here, moving stuff around for us, were basically, you know, the Vigoroth. Those were the ones that we would expect. This is our house. This is what I get for not using the thumbstick instead of using the other. Alright. So who should we get for a starter Pokemon, guys? I mean, we have Torchic, we have Mudkip, and we have Trico as our available Pokemon. So it's like Marshtomp, if I remember right, and Sceptile and Blaziken for the top tier. Hey, yes, we're trying to steal May's Pokemon. You know, she's pretty much as talkative in the anime as she is here. Mudkip is probably the best choice. You know, I don't disagree with that. Especially with the typing. Let's see here. Making sure I got my mute button here. Because I have had a little bit of a throat tickle, but not to worry. Guys, the throat tickle is nothing serious, just normal allergies. I am making sure that everything that happens to us is not COVID-19 based by any stretch of the imagination. I am very, very careful about that. Okay, we got our mute button working again. All right. And now we finally start getting like the professors that actually don't just hang around the Pokemon lab the whole entire time. Ice Punch would be a pretty good one. You know, help me! We're being chased by a Zigzagoon! A Zigzagoon that could actually wind up the Mudfish Pokemon, the Chick Pokemon, and the Wood Gecko. I think we'll probably go with Marshtomp Mudkip for a couple of reasons. When we did our first playthrough as Digrat and I did Trico, and Digrat did Torchic, so Mudkip would be really just good all around. So we're going to just tackle this thing until it faints and leaves the poor professor alone. But yeah, he might be able to learn Ice Punch. It's been a very long time since I've actually looked up the Cerebi list for this. And I'm hoping we won't get a little bit of an echo here, but... And we get teleported to the lab, which is, you know, that's not something that they necessarily had to do in this game. I would have gladly walked all the way back to the lab, but I think they wanted us out of the tall grass area. Synchro receiving the Mudkip. Yes, we will not give a nickname to Mudkip. But this game did introduce the fact that nicknames, would increase the happiness faster with the Pokemon. So if you are ever looking at a Generation 3 game, you do want to nickname your Pokemon for happiness reasons. Sure, we'll go see Zmei. And May will teach us what it is to be a trainer, meaning May will do her best to make our Pokemon faint in front of us. Of course, we know exactly where she's at. Oh my gosh, she's no longer here. Where did she go? Tell me, where is your daughter? I like how the storyline progresses. You know, so here's Route 103. We're back here. Well, we're at 101 actually. We're on our way to 103. Oldale Town. Question is though, what are all these people doing around here? Oh, good old RNG from the old games. Using tackle, still have a chance of missing. We were just trying to talk to this guy. And that was interesting. Alright, and we got that knocked out, and we're going to get to level 6. Eventually will get us, there we go, Mud Slap. That's the main thing we're looking for here. Get us an elemental move fairly early on. Right. And you know, as cool as it is to see a Pokemon that's actually Dark type this early on in the game, it wasn't really that good of a Pokemon. However, those that were coming from Generation 2 to this game, like myself, when I first started playing, hey, there's a Wurmple. People like myself that were coming from Generation 2 to this, Dark was supposed to be the good new type. Dark type Pokemon, right? You were looking at being able to just completely start taking out Psychic types. And so, when you looked at the Mighty Eno line, it just really wasn't all that good. It was lacking in basically everything. The stats, the moveset. Kind of a letdown. And a lot of people's actual first experience in this genre with the Dark type, because of that, wound up just not really liking Dark as much as the hype was. Boom, 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 boom. Of course, with most Pokemon games, you want to talk to all of the NPCs you come across because you never know. That was the other big thing about Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, was the wireless Game Boy adapter. Made its debut, and this thing, I actually have 2 of them still. It's this little thing that I'll have to take a picture and put it in the Discord, guys. It looks like half a hockey puck almost, and it snaps on the front of the Game Boy or the Game Boy adapter. Yes, we will visit you to your Pokemon Mart. Gonna lurk while you get yourself ready today. Awesome. We got 2 potions now. Go us. And while we are here, we're going to go to our options here, and we're going to make the text fast and Sound's gonna be stereo because we're pumping out stereo anyways. And you know, why not make the old school frame? Yeah, we'll do that because yeah, alright. Make sure it's all there. Yeah. That classic old Game Boy frame. Alright, so we don't need to go into the Pokemon Mart yet. That is something else we do have to recall, though, is saving is not an automatic thing in any Pokemon game, unless you turn on an autosave in the current generation. Alright. Route 103. May, we're coming for you. Where you at, May? This is what it's like to be a trainer. Now, I'd like to point out that this is the Pokemon that May had in her bedroom when we first started, because that was her Pokemon, and she only has one Pokemon here. Meanwhile, Professor Birch had both Mudkip, Trico, and Torchic in his bag, and no matter what we chose, May's Pokemon was going to be the best thing against us. This is standard Pokemon stuff, right? Your rival is always supposed to have the Pokemon that's best against you. That changes in Sword and Shield quite oddly, right? Your rival winds up with the Pokemon that you're best against, and Leon winds up with the Pokemon that's best against you. Yeah, and then goes May. And this is just a dead end until we eventually get Surf, which, even though it's an HN move, we definitely, we're definitely, you know, we're gonna be our best with it. You know, we're not gonna try to get a just straight up HM Mule Pokemon. We're gonna have a spread of moves, if at all possible. Alright. And I think the mart actually might not sell anything to us at the moment. Not anything that we're interested in, at least. We're looking for Pokeballs, and this guy doesn't have any of those capturing devices at all. So, we're gonna go back to the lab. Let's hurry home, she says. And we just go down. Surf is a strong move anyway. Surf is strong. Waterfall's not bad. Cut and strength and possibly Flash are abysmal. I'm trying to remember what all the HM moves in this game are. Fly's not bad. Fly can be used strategically. And there are some Pokemon that can learn it that are surprising, like Golem. Golem can learn it. We have our Pokédex. And now we have some capture devices. Strength and Rock Smash. Rock Smash is okay too. It can do some good stuff with its defense change. Alright, now that we got our ability to catch things, we can now get chased down by our mom and be given some sneakers. Give us some sneakers, Mom? Ah, there's our running shoes. So here's us just walking. Here's us running. Running shoes make life so much better. And getting them super early in the game is always just amazing. Especially for other things in the game. You know, we probably could have did with a heal. I don't think we'll two-shot the pup here. Nope. Okay. And we're not catching this because we want it. We're catching it because we just need some Pokemon. The bite Pokemon. And we're looking for Wurmple. Because Wurmple is the starting bug Pokemon, and while not horrible, they do allow for some things. I think we might actually one-shot the Wurmple. Nope. Okay, we're good. Now, the thing that's problematic with Wurmple is Wurmple actually has two different evolution lines. And I don't know what actually causes one evolution over the other. I don't remember what actually causes Silcoon versus Cascoon. I do know, because of that though, we are going to need 2 Wurmples. Minimum. It's nature? Okay. I know nature plays into a few other ones. Do you know which is which? Because we only have 3 Pokeballs left. Alright, well, first and foremost, nope, that's the wrong button for this one. This button. Pokemon! Level 2 Wurmple. Time for ye old bait and switch. A Wurmple appeared. Actually, Mudkip. Don't know if we really want to I think I'm going to catch this one and just cross fingers. I hate the fact that we had a good opportunity for some experience points, but oh well. Wurmple number 2! Nope. We do hope that these Wurmples become Silcoon and Cascoon respectively. Alright. Mudkip. That's not going to be anywhere near the experience points we're going to want, so we're going to have to find some slightly bigger things to fight. That guy's silly. Thought he had a new Pokemon, wound up being his own footprints. Not exactly the big fish we were hoping to catch here, but we'll still keep taking them down a couple pegs. Ugh. Manectric, yes, Manectric should be extremely useful. Don't know if he's on this route or not, though. Yeah, Manectric is extremely crazy in this one. As one of the new Pokemon, he had ample stats, a great moveset, and was pretty much as close to Jolteon as you could get from Generation 1, to be honest. It was one of the Pokemon that Digrat actually leveled all the way up to full level. Yeah, that's right. It's starting to come back to me, Dio. It's starting to come back to me. Level 3 Wurmple. And another 4 more levels, he'll level up. Taking me on with bug Pokemon. There's a Wurmple. Don't. Alright. I'm fine with String Shot. String Shot means that we're not getting to hit him first anytime soon, but I stand corrected. String Shot wasn't that mighty for us. But it was better than being hit on the first end. Okay. Level 4 Wurmple, 3 more levels, we'll be able to evolve him. Nintendo Direct Mini this morning at 10 Eastern. Yes, I saw that. It is no telling what it's going to be about. Because it's a mini, we think it may be something to do with Paper Mario. But that just came out, so I'm not sure. Alright, so we just put him out there so we can get some experience. I'd like it to be about Breath of the Wild 2. Or even a Zelda remake, like Skyward Sword HD. Come on, Nintendo. Skyward Sword HD would be so amazing because I still want to play Skyward Sword. And I have a feeling like it would be much, much better on the Switch than it would be on the Wii U. Like having watched other people play it. A Pokemon Battle Royale? I don't think so. We have so much Pokemon going on right now. I don't think we would have something like that. Because we have the MOBA that just got released. We've got the puzzle game that just came out. There's the toothbrush Pokemon thing. Home, which came out earlier. The DLC just dropped. They have another DLC coming. I don't think we're going to see that kind of stuff yet. You've been holding out. Yeah, I just keep my fingers crossed. I don't want to waste the potion yet. Mudkip can take a couple more hits. Alright. Okay. Interesting. Hey, it's a youngster. A Zigzagoon. I feel like Wurmple could take like 2 hits, maybe? Oh yeah, Wurmple can take some hits. Alright, let's take a few hits here. Alright, one more. As long as we don't get crit, we should be fine. Come on, Zigzagoon, growl. You know you want to growl. There he goes. Alright. Oh, that's rough. Ground type moves can't hit flyers at all. We can't switch out to Wurmple. In this case, because it's a flying Pokemon, we can't switch out. Because of that right there. Alright, we'll level up to 9. Alright, and here is the unfortunate thing with our battery being the way it is. Yes, we will take these P.E.K.K.A. berries. And we will take these Oran berries. And because the battery on this cart does not work, we will not be planting any berries this whole entire game, because that would be a waste of all of our resources. Last Tiana is trying to be Ash Ketchum. We are going to Dream Crush her a little bit. Yeah, we would have been better off with tackle. No! Oh, silly joystick. Ah. GameCube controller and happy button mashing do not go together at all. Level 5 Wurmple has Poison Sting now. Here we go. We will switch over to our level 5 Wurmple. Now, Shroomish is pretty cool because of Breloom. We're going to try to remember if Shroomish is poison grass, and we think he is, but we're going to Poison Sting anyways. Ah, he's just grass. Okay. We have a pretty good shot at this, because this should only do like 2 hit points. Aha. Even better. Even better. We actually might get 2 levels of experience out of this fight. Meaning the level we just got plus this, but we'll have to see. $55 experience points, so close. Alright. That's the way we came from. That is a Pokeball containing a potion. That's not bad. Oh, here we are, Petalburg City. Ah, yes. Mudkip is weak against electric type, but when Mudkip grows up to be big and strong, he will not be so weak against electric type. Alright, actually, let's... Yeah, lonely, so let's see here. Bashful and careful. Those both seem to be timid. We have to go find Wally. Now, as long as I've played Pokemon, and I've played a lot of RPGs too, so it's not just Pokemon. Let me stop myself there for a second and go back for a moment. I'm all for storylines. I'm all for NPCs having some chat. But when you go into a room or a building like this, right? We got this nice little thing about Norman. We can see that this is chocked full of books, right? And these other things that we just... There's nothing to do. Even in the current generation of Pokemon, oftentimes, in some of the rooms you go into, there's nothing to do. And I'm all for there being some kind of like tutorial based stuff, like, hey, 6 Pokemon, one goes to the computer. Sure, explain the game to me in case I didn't have the rule book or something like that. But it really needs some difference. Some sort of like reason to explore everything. A game that did this really well was the Morrowind series, the Elder Scrolls series with Morrowind on the Xbox. Now, we're about to have Wally encounter his first Pokemon. He is going to become our rival default. And this particular fight we're about to get here, it could be a shiny Ralts that pops up. In this case, it's green, not blue, so it's not shiny. But it is not shiny locked in Emerald. And what he's about to do here, he's going to fight, weaken the Pokemon. It's showing you how to catch the Pokemon in case you've not ever played a Pokemon game before. And it also helps set up your rival. But to kind of insult to injury, because this Ralts could be shiny, even if Wally catches a shiny Ralts, which he will if it's shiny in this encounter, he doesn't get a shiny anything else. It doesn't stick with him. It doesn't go encounter to encounter. And a lot of people kind of get salty about that. I've seen a couple of streamers who have actually gotten the shiny Ralts. I know a friend of mine back in like 2002, 2003, he had gotten a shiny encounter like that. And they've done really good about fixing that in the current generation. Alright. Head Rustboro cities beyond this town, and then fight Roxanne. Wally's house. Here we go. This guy is a trip. Oh. About 104. So if you've never played Pokemon, again, that's another one of those NPCs that you can just avoid. One of those tutorial modes that's like, here's some stuff that you may not have known. Actually, we need to talk to this guy in here. He's not here yet. This is where PD1 gold is. Okay. Some more berry bushes. We don't really want to be wasting time on the de facto dark Pokemon. Alright, Petalburg Woods. And that's what we've been doing so far with Wurmple, is letting it lead the pack so it can get some experience. And now we're getting some pretty big Pokemon here. Okay. Poison Sting, and we did not get poisoned. I'm okay with that. I'm very much okay with that. One more level and our Wurmple will be a cocoon Pokemon of some sort. Well, we probably are going to go the tackle route here. And we're going to eat up a lot of this experience here. Trainer Pokemon in original games actually award more experience than non-trainer Pokemon. In case you guys were not aware of that, Turtle Club. The theory behind that was that these Pokemon are tougher than your average Pokemon, because they've been raised with loving care, and so their stats are potentially better and all that. I think we will probably have to fight all 4 of these bugs to level up Wurmple. But we won't need the last full experience, so we might split it. We're not going to trade out our Pokemon, but what we are going to do is we're going to swap after. Pretty sure Chansey gives more XP. Chansey does give a considerable amount of experience points, and that's actually from Generation 1. It was by design. People would actually post-game in Generation 1 when they were training for just regular stuff. Once they had their EV training done, just for raw experience, they would go into the Mewtwo Cave, and inside the Mewtwo Cave, they would level up their Pokemon by just beating on Chanseys. Which, if you buy into the game a lot, sounds pretty horrific. But it's still the same way, actually. Chanseys still give a lot of experience points. So personally, I'm hoping for a Silcoon because I like Beautifly, but Cascoon's fine. And it looks like we're probably getting Cascoon here. Oh, we got Silcoon. Okay, cool. And one of the most useless Pokemon moves for a single player. It's all good. Hey, there's just a wild Cascoon sitting around. we will just catch that and be done with it. I think this thing only knows Harden. Because all the Pokemon can know is its level up moves and its egg moves, and there's no egg moves for these. There we go. This is the Metapod battle for 10-3 or Gen 3. Yeah, it basically is. And I think we're not even going to be able to catch this thing. Yeah. That's the unfortunate thing there. Alright, but... we are racing to see if our poor little level 2 Wurmple can beat this thing before it winds up using Struggle. And the answer is yes. Oh, here we go. Had I really thought about things, Team Aqua, I would have remembered that something like this is about to happen, because all sorts of oof. It's going to use Howl. This is not good. We get like 2 more moves out of this Silcoon. Maybe 3. Yeah, we're done. We're gonna trade out to Mudkip. Mudkip's gonna take a pretty mean Howl hit. I thought we were. Yeah, it hurts a little bit. We got us a water move though, which is great. Guess that's how it is. If someone isn't giving you legal documents and you fight a child to get them, it's supposed to get... You know, that's kind of funny that you mentioned that, Dio, because if you think about it, this guy just hid behind a child. not only that, but then he takes off after we're done. He just jets. I mean, it's like he basically goes, I hope you can defend yourself. Alright, we're pretty badly beat up. We are working our way to either whiting out or getting to Rustboro at this point. And there's a lot of trainers left behind in our wake. I know this. But this is not a speed run or anything like that. Boom. I need to go over here to try to get this Pokeball. But what we are trying to do here is get to a good stopping point. An ether. Something told me that the shiny over there was worth it. Alright, Route 104. There are still trainers here. No, we don't want to plant a berry. We just want to shake a tree. I try to remember there's something important in this grass over here. That's what they are. Merrills. So, the first gym leader, if I recall, is fire type. And so, the game is friendly in the fact that they give you a water type. Now, it's right here. It's in a slightly off the beaten path kind of location. So, you have to be kind of really looking for it. Okay, so this is our first double battle coming up. We definitely got to make sure that we save our game. And we are going to also need to heal up our guy here. Check tag. No, we didn't want to check tag. And for those that are watching this series and are wondering, are we going to be doing any of the contests? The answer to that is not if we can help it. If we are able to avoid doing any of the contests, other than maybe the first one to show people what they're like. Alright, we are going to be very, very sad that we're a water type for our primary. And hope we can just 2v1 this guy real fast. And it looks like it works for us because they're using Bide. Awesome. That worked out really good for us. And we've made it to Rustboro. Alright, Turtle Club. So now we're in Rustboro City. There is a few things that we'll be doing on next Monday's stream. One is we will be taking on the gym leader. We presume, based upon whatever kind of story we can get into while we're here. The other thing that we'll be doing is we will be grinding levels on the Pokemon that are in our party in between this and next week's stream. Now, we will be trying to catch a Cascoon, and we will be leveling up the Silcoon and the Cascoon up to just right where we want to have them at. That's going to be level 10 is where they evolve next, so we're going to level them up as close to 10 as we can. That way you guys can see them evolve on stream. This is going to be what we're going to be doing on Mondays, guys, and it's going to look like probably an hour a Monday, probably an hour to 2 per badge. So we might speed that up a little bit. But we'll see what we get into, Turtle Club. I, myself, have some things I got to do before bed, so I'm going to have myself a good day and then a good night. Dio, have yourself a good afternoon. Sally, hope you're having a good morning. Louis Snowy Gaming, who popped in, thank you for popping in as well. Hope you have a good day as well, ma'am. Rest of you out there, Turtle Club, Lurk Squad, whoever might be here, have yourself a good breakfast, good lunch, good dinner. Whatever you're about to do, Turtle Club, stay safe, wash your hands, and have a good one. Thanks for watching, everybody, and take care.